Pancakeswap. So Pancakeswap is obviously a very popular DEX, and in the last bull cycle did staggeringly well in terms of the price that it reached. This was with just the huge growth that we saw in the Binance Smart Chain. Now, competition has risen dramatically in the DEX space, particularly as other blockchains have begun surging. Solana in particular has been absolutely killing it in the last 6 months, and as a result, the DEXs and everything that have been built upon there have been flying. So let's take a look at what Pancakeswap can hit in the next bull cycle, and it's going to depend on a few things. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what this spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I actually did videos about on this channel. In the videos I showed myself buying these coins. I expected they were going to make me a lot of cash, and you can see what the prices of all of these coins were when I recorded my videos. You can also see the highs that all these coins hit in under a year and a half. And these are what your profits would have been if you'd have put $100 into each of them. And if you'd done that for all 26, that would have been a $2,600 investment. In less than a year and a half, it would have made you over 123 grand, which is not bad. Now, I sold these, but I share the coins that I own right now on my website, copymycrypto.com. So anytime I find a coin that I think is going to make a lot of cash, I jump onto the site, tell my members what the coin is that I'm going to buy and what profits it can have, as well as what percentage of my money I'm going to put in. This means the members can copy along exactly, make the exact same profits as me, but they don't have to do any work at all. The reason we have thousands of members on the site is because they're making great money in crypto and they're not having to do a bit of work. And if you want to see what they've made, that's on copymycrypto.com. If you want to see what I've said in the past, that's there too. It's all public record. You can verify it on this channel. And if you don't have your crypto positions sorted, if you're unhappy with your portfolio, we're less than a year away from these markets being red hot. So if you don't know, if you're not happy with what you own, go to copymycrypto.com. You can see exactly what I own, copy along, make the same profits as me, guys. Now, Pancakeswap. So Pancakeswap is built on the Binance Smart Chain. It allows users to trade tokens without having to use a centralized exchange. Now, they've got a ton of different products, and some of them are actually quite interesting. They've got, they've obviously got the standard swap token feature. They've introduced perpetual markets, which is huge. They do have a nice thing in initial farm offering where you can farm new tokens. Downside to that really is unless you are a significant holder of BNB or CAKE, you're not gonna make a ton from those farm offerings. The prediction markets are cool and they're used quite a lot by people. One thing that they have done as well is widen to other chains. Now that's a real big plus for them. Because they've got Binance Smart Chain, they've got Ethereum, they've got Polygon, they've got Arbitrum, Base, Optimism, I think is there, Aptos as well. So they've properly widened, which is a really good idea because they need exposure beyond just Binance. And that multi-chain sort of growth will lead to real positive results for them. However, as I said, there is a situation right now where DEXs have seen a real surge in growth, like a real goddamn surge in growth. And there's back in 2021, Pancakeswap was either first or second in terms of trading volume every day throughout 2021. And Pancakeswap has dwindled comparatively now. Yeah, $280 million over a 24-hour window on their Binance Smart Chain is pretty good. 180 million on version 2 on the Binance Smart Chain is pretty good. But as you can see, volume-wise, they have dwindled dramatically. DYDX is killing it. Uniswap's killing it. Vertex is doing incredibly well. Orca, which is one of those Solana-based ones, along with stuff like Jupiter, which has been creeping up as well, all doing very, very well. And Pancakeswap has kind of drifted a little bit. Doesn't mean it's not necessarily going to do anything in the next bull cycle, but make no mistake about it, this hit $44 in the last bull cycle. And the question really is going to be, where does the growth come? Or where does the growth move in the next bull cycle? Right now, in the last 6 months, we've seen enormous growth in Solana, which is reflected in the DEXs that have been popping up. Like I said, Orca, you've got Jupiter, and there are plenty more. Now, the thing is, Pancakeswap, it adding the other chains is very, very good. But also you have so many other dexes that have added other chains. So now the competition is effectively based on how are you going to bring in more users? Because right now, most people will do the same thing they always do. So if you've always been a user of Uniswap, you're probably not going to all of a sudden shift. People are very regimented in how they do anything. Like that's true of all of us. You know, you finish a day of work. If your routine is you finish your day of work, you go home, you cook your dinner, and you watch Netflix. You probably do that 5 days a week. People that trade will work off of a similar pattern. People that buy cryptos will work off of a similar pattern. So the only way to break that is to give people a reason to come to you. And as of right now, I'm not sure that's there. Pancakeswap have a few things that are very cool. The cake staking was very, very good in terms of returns. I'm not sure what that is now, I'll be honest. So let's say I was staking 100 cake for, I don't know, let's go for 1 year. So staking returns, so 24, my VE cake, lock overview. So yeah, I mean, maybe I'm making 24 times, yeah, 24% effectively is what this seems to be. Excuse me, which is not bad. Look, you're not going to whinge about that. And again, some of the features very cool. They do have a gaming marketplace now, so they have widened in that area. The lotteries and the lottery. See, I don't think lottery is going to draw in a lot of users. Don't get me wrong, that's a real nice prize for people if they're going to get it. But you've got to buy tickets. You know, this is a cost. Like, how many people are going to be prepared to risk? The thing with crypto is people view it as a long-term investment. So how many people are going to be willing to play a lottery where they're effectively giving up some of their crypto? I think that's going to be limiting on how large that can ever get. NFT-wise, yeah, they've got an NFT space, but competition there's massive. Perpetual is where they've done something clever, because opening up perpetual market is a way that they can grow. But again, how are you bringing in new users? And either there's two ways that Pancakeswap can grow. Either they bring in a ton of new users, or the other way is that we just see an incredible surge in development on Binance Smart Chain. And that means Binance have to be incentivizing developers. They have to be paying out their arse to get as many good developers in as possible to build on Binance Smart Chain. Because when those projects are built, the coins will land on Pancakeswap, and that will lead to a surge in Pancakeswap. Otherwise, I think the competition is now so large, I think Pancakeswap will struggle to break its previous high. $25, I think, is a fair target for where Pancakeswap can get to. Now, it could, in theory, break its previous high. It could get 50. Could it get $100? Possibly. However, to do that, they need new users. They need to bring in new users. And again, either that's through really clever, effective marketing, or that's through the Binance team pushing development in a massive way, and those tokens land on Pancakeswap, and that's where a surge comes. It's a tricky one, because fundamentally I just think the rise in DEXs, DYDX has absolutely killed it over the past couple of years. Solana's growth has been staggering. And look, there's so many layer ones right now. I mean, I'm kind of bored of seeing as many layer ones as I am. So if each layer one starts experiencing massive growth, then the DEXs that are built on those layer ones are going to do very well, and it's going to take market share away from Pancakeswap. So they've got a job ahead to keep and get new users. That's kind of the big task right now. If they do those things, or if Binance have like a huge development surge, then yeah, I think it will break its previous high. Otherwise, I'm looking at $25 personally. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. And guys, if you want to make the same profits as me in the next bull cycle, you can just head over to copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share with all my members every single coin that I own. Anytime I buy a crypto, I let my members know what crypto I'm buying, what profits I think it can have, and what percentage of my cash I'm going to put in, which means the members can copy along exactly. This means they make the exact same profit as me, but they don't have to do a single bit of work. And that's why we have thousands of members on the site, is that they're making great money in these markets, but they're not doing any work at all. And if you want to see what they've made, that's on copymycrypto.com. If you want to see what I've said in the past, that's on there too. And all of it's public record. You can verify it all because it's all on the history of this channel. We are less than a year away from these markets being red hot with new highs. And if you're unhappy with your portfolio or you don't even have one yet, then go to copymycrypto.com, join up, and you'll be able to see the coins that I own. And that's it from me, guys. Have a good day.